Hi, it's me, Zorak. Today I will draw Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, the three strongest guys in the Straw Hat crew. So here I'll be drawing first Zoro. After I finish up with Zoro, I'll switch over to Sanji. He'll be on the other side, and Luffy will be in the middle. So I started drawing from the bottom, from the mouth up to the nose and the eyes. Here I was drawing the eyebrow and it wasn't turning out as good, so I erased it and then I'm redoing it also, so then it could look much better. As I'm drawing down the face and a few more other details, I'll talk about Zoro, because I think he's actually a really cool character and I like him. The first time I saw Zoro, his first impression was more of like a fierce or a strong guy who like sticks to his words or whatever deal or what could it be that he's doing, and he seemed like a very cool character from the very start, and I liked his design. Although his like green hair and the whole green outfit thing that he has going on was somewhat unusual at first, but other than that, like it's normal for animes to have that. But other than that, I really like the character design. He just looks very badass. I really like it when he puts on his bandana because it's like pretty much the same thing when Ash grabs his hat and then pulls it back because you know it's about to get real. So it's like really awesome moments when he does that. And later in the show, I believe in the beginning he doesn't. They don't really show much about him getting lost, but then it becomes a meme later. I find it hilarious that he can never find his way around places. Oda was really good at implementing these jokes from the get-go, like at the very beginning, and then slowly like putting them in, and then having them really go into the show really well, and it really suits the character. Now, getting lost is like part of the character. I believe like all the characters actually have really good like comedy relief like quirks that they are only to them. For Sanji, he's like a comedy relief type of thing that might happen sometimes. I also find it funny is like when he sees like a really good looking girl and he goes like crazy for her, and it's like Nami Swan, Robin Swan. I find it funny. I love it when they do all this little funny things in the middle of the show. Could be like tense fight, and then they do these, and it just feels much easier and better. Like the flow of the show feels so much smoother and like much more it could be like a very tense part and it relaxes you a bit. It's kind of fun. I like going along with those, and it's like they're good memes. And Luffy, really like it. I find it funny every time someone explains what they're gonna do for the mission, what they're preparing for. Like he'll listen to like half of it, and then by the time they finish explaining what's going on, then they notice he's like gone somewhere. And they like lift their heads up looking around. They see him just rushing at whoever it would be, and they're like, "You idiot! We needed a plan to beat this guy." And he's like, kind of like going in there, like a stupid way attacking everyone. Doesn't even care. Just needs to get it done. Also for the drawing of Sanji, I also did a similar start to the way I did with Zoro. Started from the bottom and then worked my way up, and I did a little bit of the hair. I believe I could have done better with the Sanji drawing. I don't know if it turned out as good as it's supposed to be. At first, well, I didn't like the eye. I didn't draw the nose as well. But then once I fixed it up, it looked better, and I started to enjoy the drawing better. Which the fixing, I believe I'll do that at the very end when I'll notice something wrong. I'll fix his nose specifically. His eye, I fixed it somewhere around here, I believe. Oh, and when I was also drawing him, I was like drawing the whole entire thing, and I was like, something is wrong about Sanji. Like, and then I looked closely, and I didn't draw his pupil, and I was like, is this really like, what made it feel like it? Didn't really finish it up. But then once I drew it in, he looked normal. He looked fine already, like his character. I don't really have much experience with drawing like some kind of jackets, like shirts the type of Sanji wears. Usually the characters I draw, the shirts, they have like very simple plain, but he has patterns in most of them, and even a tie. So I'd say this is probably either my first time or second time I've been drawing something like that. So it might have not even turned out as good as I was hoping for Sanji to turn out with his clothing. But I try to do my best on that. Hopefully I'll improve next time and I can do much better. Maybe if I'll do a redraw of all the characters, I'll make it even better, the whole entire drawing. The one thing that really makes the drawings all look on the next level is whenever I add the shading for like the last bit. It really adds in the depth for the drawings that they're missing like at the moment. It might look good right now or like finished up, but the depth that they should have, it's not the same when they don't have all this shading and nice like colorization, you could say, with pencil. But actually coloring the drawings would definitely add more brightness or make the characters more pop out better, which is what could be a good idea for future drawings that I'll do. I'll make some of them with pencil and then some of them I'll make them colored. Well, drawing Luffy, since he's like has his cheeks basically up against Zoro, I had to draw him like that. It's kind of funny that he's always like so goofy and chill. I like it that he's such a relaxed character and like very open guy I like to go up to. It really makes him more interesting of a character, like the way he is, and he's very approachable. Here I'm drawing his straw hat, which first I drew it wrong and then I fixed it up by making it more circle-like. I had to draw like a part of a circle first and then actually draw the details over it to make it actually look more like a straw hat. So now I'm adding in like the little final details that I might have missed out on and getting over lines, making them darker to make it look much better, which adds a better depth to the drawing. So it would like give it a more pop out look, not depth, I would say. So coloring Luffy's black hair, I first went over once with the gray pencil and with a regular pencil, and I went over again to get rid of the grayness, making it look more black, which made it look better. It really shows his dark hair. I like that. Other than the drawing, if I'm gonna pick who's my favorite character out of the Straw Hats, I would say it'd be Sanji. Well, I mostly started liking him after the time skip when they did the cake arc, and that arc kind of made me feel bad for that character. And more than that, they especially did better character development and storytelling, which really brought more depth into the character and why he's so flirty or even a simp, because in his past the only people that were kind to him were female characters and all the male characters treated him really bad, and this is why he grew up only wanting to treat women nice, and then he doesn't like the way he treats other male characters. It's kind of like in a more distant type of treatment. Like he might be friends with others like Usopp or Chopper, like their male characters, Frankie, but he won't really show that he's that much attached to them. With Zoro, he's like completely his rival because Zoro is always like telling him to stop doing his flirty things. He thinks they're stupid because Zoro is more of like a relaxed guy. He's a swordsman. He keeps his ideals of like how to be a samurai type of swordsman. While on the other hand, Sanji, the way he treats Luffy, I believe Luffy is the only person he's very friendly with and actually shows that he likes him, but then with other guys he doesn't do that as much. Now for the Wano arc, I don't want to spoil too much what's going on, but the new ability that Sanji got in the anime was really good, and also in the manga I read it too. I really like with what happened with Zoro, what he got something new too, and I thought that was really awesome too. Luffy gets really strong later in Wano, That's a big hype. I can't wait until the anime actually implements it. It'll be so fun. Just seeing all the top three get even more boosted through their strength. Uh, they're all very like lovable characters and so tough, and it's just fun to see them gain more strength to get closer and closer to their goals in life, whatever they want to achieve.